the memory system. Okay, memory system. Okay, the speed, the memory can be organized. Okay, in the, you can say it's classified into many ways. Okay, depending on the speed, size, and the what the and its cost also. Okay, we have the some figure here. Just to copy this one figure. Okay, this is what the processor. This is what the processor. Processor itself have the its memory here also. What is that memory? We call it the registers. Registers also sometimes is called as the memory units only because it stores the data. Okay, we sense registers. Okay, these are what we call as the registers. You write here registers. Okay, and also it has the some cache also. It has the some cache. Cache is nothing but the primary memory. We can say it's what the primary memory. Primary memory. Primary memory. Sorry, primary cache or primary memory. You can say it's. Okay, this is the what the L1, and we have the this is the, and also we have the secondary cache. Secondary cache, that is what the L2. Okay, that is what the L2. Here also we have the in between the main memory and the processor have the secondary cache. Okay, that's we call as the, this is what the main memory. This will be called as the main memory. And also we have the external hard disks, external devices that we call as the magnetic disk. Magnetic disk. And second we can say it's what the secondary memory. We can say it's what the secondary memory. Okay, just you write the figure here. What the figure is? It's a memory hierarchy. What we call the memory hierarchy. L1, L2. Okay, memory high hierarchy. I hierarchy. Just to remember how to write. Memory high hierarchy. Memory hierarchy. Depending on the speed, size, and the cost, we will have the different. Depending on the speed, size, and cost, we have the this memory hierarchy. Okay, just you write it. It's what the as the downwards. As you come to the downwards, the increasing the size. Here the processor size, register size is very low, and cache memory size is very low. Second size, main memory compared to the main memory, magnet disk. Okay, these are the second disk size is also more. So that increasing size, increasing size, increasing size. Okay, increasing size. Okay, here the speed is increasing. Okay, as the devices come to the upwards, increasing speed, increasing speed. Okay, here the cost is also increases as the going to upwards. Just copy the things, okay? Whatever I written on the board, I will be explaining this one. As the size increases, now I will explain. Just copy the whatever I written. Downside ಇರಬೇಕು downside ಇರಬೇಕಮ್ಮ. ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಾ? So copy this one. Yes. This is some main memory. DRAM. L1 is the cache and processors. L2 is the cache of processor. Okay. Cache and processor, cache of processor. Cache of processor. You can write down also. Not necessary to write correctly. ಇದೇನು ಬರ್ಕೋತಿರಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೋ ಹಂಗೆ ಓದ್ಕೋ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನಾಗ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ. Just copy this one. Okay, cache and processor, cache of processor. ಆಫ್ ಅಮ್ಮ ಆಫ್. ಹಾಂ ರೀ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಅದ ನೋಡಿ. ಹಾಂ ಅಮ್ಮ. ಯಾವ ಲೆನ್ಸು ಇದು? ಇವೆರಡು ನೀವು ಸೈಜ್ ಇದು ಲೈನ್ ಇದ್ರ ಎದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಎದ್ರ ಇದ್ರ ಇದು ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಹಿಂಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಹಿಂಗ ಕೆಳಗ್ ತಕ ಬಂದಂದ್ರ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದ. ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ ತಕ ಹೋದ್ರ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದ. ಹಿಂಗ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಹಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಳಗ್ ತಕ ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತ, ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಸಣ್ಣದಿರ್ತದ. ಸೈಜ್ ಸಣ್ಣದಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇದ್ರದ್ದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಸಣ್ಣ ಅದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕಾಪಿ ದಿಸ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಇದು ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ ಇದು ಬರ್ಕೋರಿ ಇದು lower than secondary cash. Very low. Lower, low, high, very high. Okay, just copy these things. Very fast. Barkori. Low, large. Sorry, very fast. Large. Write it large. Expensive. Shorter. Small. Less expensive. In call banta. Much slower. Barkori do. Much slower than DRAM. Small, very low price. Low price. Okay. This much is enough. Okay. If you write something, these three figures, okay, these two figures and those two tables, uh, then you need to write something about the how to increasing decreasing. Then definitely they will give the 10 out of 10 marks. They will not see. Okay, I will tell you whatever. They will not see each and every thing here. Just you have to mention here these two tables. ಇದೇನು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾನು ಬರ್ದೆ ಇದು ಬರ್ದೆ ತಪ್ಪು ಬರ್ದೆ ಕಾಟನ್ ಕೂಟ ಹಾಕೋದು ಕುಂದ್ರಬಾರ್ದು ಬರಿಬೇಕು ರಾಂಗ್ ತಪ್ಪು ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಬರ್ದು ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಏನು ಮಾಡು ಅವ್ನು ನೋಡಲ್ಲ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದು ಸೈಜ್ ಬರ್ದೇನು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಬರ್ದೇನು ನೋಡಲ್ಲ ಅವ ಬರ್ದ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತಾನೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅವ್ನಿಗೇನು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅದಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲ ಬರಿಬೇಕು ಓದೋರಿಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಡನಲ್ಲ ಇಂಥವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡೋದು ತಪ್ಪಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಬಯಸ್ಕೊತೀನಿ ಓಕೆ ಶಾಲೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ main question is just okay okay the main memory system hierarchy is as shown as we already seen in this figure okay the memory system is based on the speed size and cost speed size and cost based on this one we are having this hierarchy okay as the seen in the figure okay you can see in the figure the processor is consists of its own registers and the its cache memory also primary memory is nothing but what cache itself the cache is one the placed only when within in the processor itself because the memory that cache only to come to the take the as the registers register is the one of the memory units only these are also memory units used to store the data in the bitwise okay in the bitwise these to be used while operating with the operations with the ALU operations and all okay ALU operations arithmetical logical operations so registers are the like R1 R0 to R7 registers with this one okay in the these are the registers and also we have the memory cache sorry primary cache is the one of the memory element which is the used to use the to hold the copy of the recently used units, recently used information, data, instruction. ಇದೇನಿರ್ತದ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕುಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಕಾಪಿ ಒಂದು ಹೋಗಿರ್ತದೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಗೆ, ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಕಾಪಿ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್. ಈಗ ಯೂಸರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತದ, ಒಂದು ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಯೂಸರ್ ನೇಮ್ ಪಾಸ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸೇವ್ಡ್ ವೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ cache also. Copy of that is saved where in the frequently used data or information or instructions are stored where in the copy of that one is stored where in the cache. That one we calls the primary memory ಅಥವಾ cache memory. This one is L1. We send towards the L1. Within this okay, main mem and also main memory. Main memory is the one of the memory unit. This is used to store the large amount of data. Okay, large amount of data. Thus, between the L1 and main memory, the secondary cache is placed here. Secondary cache is placed here. Secondary cache is the one which is used by the for the storage of the copy of that one. This is also, but this is not. This is the mainly. It is not completely different from the cache one L1. L1 in the L2 ಏನು difference ಇಲ್ಲ, but it is used to holds the only primary processor related. But secondary cache is the one which will be holding the what the frequently used copy of this one. It is also, but it has the higher priority than this one. L1 is having the higher priority and high speed compared to what the L2. Okay. Come to the magnetic disk. Okay, already explained this one. Main memory is the largest memory which holds the large amount of data information also. Mainly the magnetic disk and secondary memory. These are the magnetic disk are nothing but the CD disk. Okay, even DVD, CD anta iralla. Okay, magnetic disk antar mattond ಏನು ಇರಲ್ಲ. Okay, so this we call as what the secondary memories. This we call as what the secondary memories. Andre secondary memories anta ಯಾಕೆ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? These are the out of the external devices. These are nothing but the external devices. External ಇದಿರ್ತಾವ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇವು ಅವು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತೆಗಿಬೋದು, ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು secondary devices, hard or secondary storage elements here. Okay, these are the some this is the memory system hierarchy. But how to identify this one? Based on what the cost, size and speed. As the size increases like this, here the processor size is small compared to what the magnetic disk or secondary storage. As the register size is small compared to what the magnetic disk. As the speed, as the size is increasing, coming to downwards compared to the secondary cache, magnetic disk has have the what the large size, which means here the as the size is coming okay downwards, that means what size is increasing compared to the coming from the up to down. It's nothing the top to bottom. ಈ ಟಾಪ್ ನಿಂದ ಬಾಟಮ್ ವರೆಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಸೈಜ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಹಾಕೋತೇನೆ ಬರ್ತದ, ಯಾವುದು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ಗಿವ್ ಆನ್ ದ arrow mark to the downward size. As arrow marks to the downward size, as the size increases means it come from the top to bottom. As the elements in the memory hierarchy are the processor, secondary cache, main memory, magnetic disk. Okay, these will be increasing size. Okay, come to the next side, the speed is be increases. Okay, and the bottom to top. You should have to write like this only, bottom to ಹಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಬೋದು. ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನು ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಸೀನ್ ದ increasing size, increasing speed, increasing cost. Only one word I used. Instead of using the decreasing, I used only increasing. Come to the speed. Okay, compared to the speed, as the speed will be increases from the bottom to top. Here come to the secondary devices. That's nothing. Magnetic disk have the lowest speed compared to the cache registers. How ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Come to the L1 speed is having the higher speed compared to the L2. Register speed is higher, faster than the L2 registers. It's nothing but here as the speed will be increases from the bottom to top in the memory hierarchy. Come to the cost side, cost effective. Okay, Cost effective is it is also increases the cost from the bottom to top. This the magnetic discs are all having the lowest price. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಗೋದು 20 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇಲ್ಲ 50 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾವೆ ಯಾವ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಡಿ ವಿ ಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಇವೇನು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ದಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಅದಾಗಲಿ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಏನಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರದ್ದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ದ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ bottom to top. This much is enough to write this about this figure. Come to the this table. Okay, come to this table. You have to write comparing this one. You should have to write it. How to write this one? You should have to remember. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಬರ್ದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಅದೇನು ಭಾಳ ಏನು ಇದೇನು ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ರಾಗ. ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದೇ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅದ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿ ಇಲ್ಲ DDCOದಾಗ ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್. ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಅದು ಸುಳ್ಳೋದು. ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೀ ಟಫ್ ಅದ, ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೀ ಏನಾರು ಇದ್ರೆ ಟಫ್ ಅದು. ಓಕೆ, come to the characteristics. Here we have some characteristics here: speed, size, cost. That one only we have that. Okay, that one whatever I explained, this one will be having the SRAM, DRAM and magnet disk. Okay, usually the caches are made with what the SRAM, magnetic disk memories are main memories are made up with what the DRAMs, and the L1 is the on the cache processor, on the primary cache processor. L2 is the off. L2 is nothing but the off ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗದ ಅದರಿಂದ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಅದ. This we call the okay. This is the SRAM is nothing but what the SRAM ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? synchronous ಅಲ್ಲ, static RAM, static random access memory. Another DRAM is nothing but the dynamic random access memory. SRAM ಅಂದ್ರೆ static random access memory, DRAM ಅಂದ್ರೆ dynamic random access memory. Okay, here we have the SRAM, DRAM and magnet disk. Okay, SRAM is nothing but the RAM itself. RAM is nothing but what? It's also it is speed compared to it has the high speed. Okay, speed is very fast compared to the DRAM, and the much slower. It's comparing itself. Okay, comparing the SRAM, DRAM, which is the fastest? SRAM is fastest compared to the magnet disk and the DRAM. Which one is fastest? This is what the DRAM is fastest, and it is slower compared to the DRAM. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದ ಇವೆರಡು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, SRAM, DRAM ಏನು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ which is the very fast compared to this one, and also it is a very slow compared to the other two also. Come to the size. Size is what the SRAM size is large compared to what the DRAM. Okay, and also this is what the magnet disk size is also small compared to what these two. SRAM. Okay, come to the cost effective. It's a very expensive SRAM. Okay, caches are made up with what the SRAM only. Caches are made with what the SRAM. That's what it's very expensive compared to these two. Okay, and also comparing this one. Okay, the magnet disk with these two elements, we have the what is that? This is the low price compared to these two. We should have to explain in words whatever written on the board. And also to come to this table, we are comparing the memory elements with the speed and size here. Okay, the resistors have the very high speed compared to other, which is having the higher speed, and memory is also having the lower speed compared to the speed here. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಮೆಮೊರಿ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಹೈ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೇನು ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲಿ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾರಿಸನ್ ಅದ. ಇದೇನದ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್. ಈ ಮೆಮೊರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಏನದ ವೆರಿ ಲೋ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. Main memory is having the lower speed compared to the secondary cache, and also secondary memory is having the lower speed compared to what these three also. Come to the size also. This is what the very high speed, very high, and also this is what the very high, sorry, this is this lower. Okay, this is the what the very low compared to the registers, and also this is what the main memory is the large or high, and also this is also secondary memories also have the very high very large compared to the uh, main memory and all. Okay, these are the some things which are to be related to the memory system. Memory system is hierarchies consist of mainly the things here the jargon words. Okay, which are those? Cost, size, what speed. ಅರೆ ಕಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಅದು ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು ಹಾಂ ಹಾಕ್ರಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಅದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಅದೇನು ಬರ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್ ಯಾರೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ದಟ್ ಒನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮತ್ತೇನು ಇದ್ರಾಗ ಏನು ಅಂಥದ್ದೇನೋ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ದ ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಇದು ಮಾತ್ರ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದೀಸ್ 3 ಓಕೆ ದೀಸ್ 4 ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸರ್ ಇಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ರೆಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ದೀಸ್ 3 ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಷ್ಟು ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದು ಉಳಿದ ನೀವು ಬರಿಬೋದು ಓನಾಗಿ extra ಬರಿಬೋದು. This next topic is what the memory mapping. Okay, what is the cache? Next is topic is the take the heading as the cache. What is the cache?